Flotilla and on the continued attacks on Gaza and the Palestinian people. Then we will have an open mic, so if anybody wishes to speak, just please come speak to me. And first, we will be having a letter to the Free Gaza movement, which will be
organization and oppression of Palestinians, who, many of us here have made many mistakes. That unity, common front, mutual respect, acceptance for many different forms of struggle are the key to sustaining that struggle. Not competition in our political work with each other, but collaboration. What I saw was incredible unity, and we need to learn from that struggle. We need to be collaborative, and we need to be democratic, and we need to move forward together in many complicated ways with mutual respect to end our government's appalling policy with regard to the Middle East. Free, free Palestine!
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 It's not only racist, it's not only discriminatory, but they're fascist in their actions. It's not one that would require anything that is not just. It's fair. It's fair treatment to withhold food, basic necessities, and to bulldoze their homes down with impunity is nothing but acts of war, because the end result is the same. It is death. They're trying to kill and destroy the people of Palestine. That's genocide.
Yes, yes, yes.
Don't stand by and watch as a people is destroyed in your lifetime. Lift this issue up as high as you can. Come up and build this movement as much as you can. Thank you for having me.
And then they would be allowed in as a peaceful state. And Israel agreed to this, just like every other agreement that Israel has ever made. Now, Resolution 191 has been reiterated 130 times over 62 years. Israel has just spit in the faces of international law.
Hear, hear.
Still a provisional member, and yet the President of the United States wanted Israel to lead the investigation into the flotilla. A provisional member, we have the power to get them kicked out of the UN. And one more thing, in the history of the world of general strikes, in the 1930s, the Great Arab Uprising, the Palestinians had a general strike that lasted 6 months. It's the longest general strike in the history of the world. So the major crime that the Palestinians have committed was to stand steadfast on their land and refuse to leave and stay there until they can reclaim it again. And this is their major crime, and this is the stated intention of the Israelis to genocide them, to, number one, figure out ways to keep their birth rates down, like using dime and white phosphorus when they bomb them. That's one good way to keep the birth rate down. Attacking children. That's another good way to genocide them. So, there are lots of things we need to know. This incident has opened up a whole new discussion for people in the world. And people will get angry. People will wake up from the long sleep and say, no, this must stop.
Yes, yes,
Palestinians have the right to their land. Until we return, Hakalah. Until return. They will be there until return. They're the most courageous people in the world. We are privileged to be part of this struggle in some small way. Thank you.
As you have done, that the right of the Palestinian people to free themselves from occupation is a basic right and resistance that is called upon. People under the legal occupation are entitled to resist this occupiers.
Freedom Flotilla and is part of the ad hoc committee to defend Palestine. Our next speaker is Diane Pickering, who is the second vice president of the Nova Local here in Halifax.
May 31st, 2010. Dear Prime Minister Harper, I have written to you on behalf of the 4,000 members of the Canadian Union of Postal Workers. You will be aware that the Israeli Navy, in an act of piracy in international waters, hijacked the International Flotilla of ships which was attempting to deliver essential humanitarian aid to Gaza. The aid includes construction materials which would enable the people of Gaza to rebuild the homes destroyed by Israel in occupation of Palestine in 2009. There are nearly 700 people on board the boats, all of whom are civilians from around the world, including members of Parliament from a number of nations, eminent writers, and mobile peace projects, have undertaken this mission for the concern for the people of Gaza. Say that the hospitals around the Stadt many poor injured people died. I urge you to ask Israeli Prime Minister mentioned that the outflow from Canada and his troops louder! Not used to using anything. Okay. I'll just again. I urge you to act swiftly to condemn this attack on the peaceful flotilla, which was breaking no international laws, and that you demand to know the fate of those on board the vessels, and to ensure that Israel releases the vessels immediately to allow this vital aid